Hey, everybody. I want to talk about hate again. Guys, everybody's trying to figure out why that man of hate plowed through those people with the truck, okay? Everybody wants to know why the president is freeing those insurrectionists, people of hate who attacked a government building. They call themselves for patriot. They call themselves. It doesn't matter what they thought of themselves. Their act was an act of hate. So I'm gonna say it doesn't matter about that guy with the truck. You know, if he was doing it for Islam or whatever, he had an ISIS flag attached to his vehicle. Then it was pretty obvious why he did it was an act of hate. That's what he wanted to commit. And if you noticed, the next day or 2 days later, people started dancing on Bourbon Street in commemoration of the other participants who wanted to party that night that the man drove the truck through Bourbon Street. Okay? In commemoration. And then the festivities carried on, which should be a very clear indication to everybody out there. It should be very obvious that people of hate, yeah, they're going to come and try to hit us normal, everyday Americans, all the time. I get that. And it should be instilled upon all of us that it's still a waste of time. Okay? It's still a waste of time. Nobody. I look at the guy in that bomb Trump tower with those fireworks. Big arsenalist. Okay, but those facts to one side. Okay, this guy tried bombing the Trump tower in Las Vegas. None of that stopped the gambling that went on. Okay. The festivities kept going on. That big sphere that U2 opened up in is still holding shows and events. Okay? Acts of hate have to be looked at as nothing but that. It's not a mind altering. It's not a life altering. It's not terroristic, whatever, that stops our fun. This is proof of it. Okay? And acts of hate, all these acts of hate, I have to say, is the reason why I'm telling all of you out there, let's start with the white people. If you're proud to be white, be proud to be white. Just don't commit any acts of hate in the name of that pride. There's a reason why the majority of you are not following these haters. You're not cooperating with, you're not agreeing to anything, you're not doing anything like that. It's because you also, if you take a step back and look at it, you also can see how much of a waste of time, how much of a waste of life it is to be living this way. A life of hate. Same thing with the Black Americans. There's tons of Black Americans out there, and all that anybody can see is the gangster rap. Okay, and anybody that listens to it, oh, that must be them. They must be part of the decay of America, the corruption of society. Okay, first off, I'm a rock guy. I grew up listening to metal, and that was the same bullshit stereotype that guys like me had to deal with. I was labeled a Satan worshiper as far back as junior high for listening to Ozzy Osbourne. And for the record, I've never followed in his footsteps. To this day, I've never bitten the head off of a little animal. Okay? Off of a bat or bird or what have you. To this day. Okay? So for anybody listening to rap is supposed to be part of the problem, no, that's bullcrap. Okay? There's a reason why blacks, black Americans or black foreigners or whatever, don't go along with those gangsters. Okay, they don't belong to a clique. They don't belong to a gang. They don't belong to anything. Okay, in fact, they're also being victimized by the gangs, and it's because they know that joining them is a complete waste of time. They get high, yeah, they make money, but they spend it sometimes the very same day. You got all these movies where guys are getting these wads of cash and all this stuff and putting them and hiding them in boxes and putting them in safes in the ground and safes behind the walls and all the in the sofas and all this other crap. But none of that exists. It did in the early days when big busts were being done. But dude, you look at the news, there are no drug busts being done that has them ripping apart the sheetrock of a wall where stacks and stacks, $9 million was hiding behind that sheet wall, the sheetrock. Nothing like that has happened in a billion years, okay? And I understand it's not a billion, but it seems like it. I can get away with saying that. It's just a waste of time to be a part of, to be a member of some organized or disorganized hate group. It just doesn't pay out. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of life. You're living in this anger, and you're not getting anywhere. Same thing with us Mexicans. I'm a Tejano, to be more specific. A Mexican American, yes, but from Texas. So, you can do the math. Connect the dots whichever way you'd like. Yeah, there's tons of us down here in Texas. We shy away from the cartels. We shy away from the kings. We shy away from anybody that's disorganized. Here in San Antonio, we've got the 210. We have the tangos, and they're just, they're cool, but we don't have business with them. They do their own thing. And the reason why the rest of the majority of Texas doesn't jump along with, go along, coincide, do business with, or anything like that, or especially take up a membership, is because we know it's a waste of time. From tangos to cartel, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of life. It serves no purpose to be coinciding with groups, organized or disorganized, groups of hate. It doesn't benefit. And Asians, same thing. Triads, Yakuza. I'm sure you got more gangs with different names and stuff that are responsible for this, but that are a part of that. But there's a reason why the Asian American Pacific Islanders are not gang related any more than they're servants to the Chinese Communist Party. It serves no purpose to be a part of these groups, organized or disorganized, groups of hate. It's bullcrap. And the same thing goes with all the other nationalities. My Indian brother, well, not my Indian, but my Native Americans, my Indigenous American brothers. It's constant. White man did this. White man did that. They stole this. They stole that. And doing nothing but feed anger into the hearts of my fellow indigenous peoples. It's a waste of time. There's a reason why that we say, not so much American politicians, but we as a society say, look, you've got your reservations. Do what you can with it. And this is what we're looking at. White man stole this. White man stole that. Plymouth Rock didn't land on us. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. See, I can't even get my facts straight with hate. I can't even get my hate lines straight. So, there's a reason why the majority of us don't follow that. And I commend each and every one of you. So if you're expecting me to complain or raise an issue or a conspiracy or something, no, this is to commemorate you guys. This message here is to commemorate you for not falling into this crap. There's tons of theories as to why the people in charge are building a wall at the border that migrants are just going to climb over, dig under, and sail around. We know this. And we don't follow this bull crap because it is bull crap. It's an act of hate. There's a reason why none of us are charging to Diddy's defense. All the women that he enslaved, a couple of men too, and little children, and a couple of guys, and then videotaping them inappropriately, evasion the privacy thing with videotapes. All of these are acts of hate. On a moral level, they're sins, but on a society level, they're acts of hate, invasions of privacy, inappropriateness with children, trespasses of women and a couple of men, and infidelities with men, bumhole action or whatever. Okay? Now, that's not so much the act of hate, but it's a tool used for videotaping that in committing the act of hate as well. So you know what I'm saying. There's a reason why all of Black America is saying, "Oh, too bad for him. This guy sucks." There's a reason for that. It's because following that dude, well, you see where he stands. You don't follow that clique, the gang that they represent, the side of the continent that they're representing or whatever. We don't follow that. Not all Black Americans follow that crap. And with good reason. Look at this horse crap that this guy did. And all he was an entertainment mogul. I mean, for crying out loud, man. Who else? If you can think of somebody else. Right now, I'm just trying to do this real quick and then go back to the house. I'm calling it a day. It's too cold and nobody's ordering anything. So I'm not delivering anything. I'm just sitting in this vehicle right now. And I'm getting this segment done. So, there's a reason why nobody joins those people. And it's because of the acts of hate that they commit. And that's fine. Especially if you yourself are one of those people. I commemorate you for that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for not for not being one of those guys that said free Chapo, free El Chapo for president. No, screw that. My fellow Latinos, there's a reason why you're not saying free Diddy. Diddy's the president. Diddy's the man. No. And I commemorate you all for being smart about this and staying away from this. You don't see a bunch of Jews going free Harvey Weinstein. Well, Harvey Weinstein, I don't think he's even in jail. He's out free. You see Jews saying, put him in jail. That's cool. That's cool because it means you're not a part of that corruption. That's hate amongst women, discriminative towards other people that doesn't fit Weinstein's needs or wants. That's good. Good for y'all. I'm giving this as a commemoration to all of you out there. Guys, people like you and me. We got to just hold on. We got to stay true. And now with this president going in the way, with all of the people of hate backing up whatever he does, even if they're not a part of it, you don't see any KKK representing the border. I'm sure there's a lot of bigots that are being hired and stuff that are proud to put up the wall. But there's a couple of Latinos that are hired in that mix that are just as proud, and they're just dumbasses. Uh, but they're getting a paycheck, so they don't care. And I see that. I see that. You and I should pay attention to that, and we should always point out, because we're gonna have to do this for the next 4 years. He comes to office in 2 weeks. We're gonna have to point out every single detail of what these guys are doing. Not just Trump, everybody on his side. Okay? No differently than what the Republicans and the conservatives and the people of hate in the name of conservative, in the name of religious right, are doing right now. Okay? Here's the thing. We, on the more correct side, the politically correct side, we can actually use facts, because the people of hate are doing things that are acts of hate. And that's factual. As opposed to the other side, the rhetoric side, where everything that they're conjuring up is propaganda based or propaganda purposed. And if not, it's just a bunch of rambling rhetoric that's not factual. So, no, we got a long way to go still. So I'm commemorating all of you out there. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of your identity. Just please don't join those fools out there that are committing acts of hate in the name of that pride, in the name of your identity. Just like me. There's nothing Chicano gangster or Chicano outlaw or Chicano cartel that I'm doing. I'm living day by day, working for a living, just like you guys. And I hope that we continue to keep on keeping on, living our way, and just keep on pointing out everything, these acts of hate. The truth will come out. The truth will come out, and those that take the truth the wrong way know why they're taking it the wrong way. I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams and shit, but he's got a good point, and I'm down with that. And I hope you guys are also. So that's it. I just want to say, keep up the good work. Get ready for the struggles, and keep improving on working with these truths and the facts, and the counterpoints to all of the rhetoric bullcrap that's going to be coming up. One of my favorite rules of thumb, it's all about the money. Belief is the tool. For those of you who have not been following me for the past 2 years, 3 years, since March of 2021, I think, or February of 2021, one of the things that I always claim, it's all about the money. Belief is the tool. And you look at it through that perspective, you will see exactly what I'm talking about whenever I do complain about stuff. Because it all leads down to that rule of thumb. But that's just my perspective with that one rule of thumb. Don't forget to follow Coffee with Texas Paul. Don't forget to follow Jesse Dollamore. Don't forget to follow Brittany Page. Don't forget to follow Brian Tyler Cohen. Okay? Don't forget to follow Ring of Fire. Don't forget to follow all of those people that are speaking these truths through their perspectives. Some of them are talking about racial hate far more in depth, like Page and Dollamore, because they were raised to believe the KKK belief. They wised up from it, and now are speaking out and exposing every single time hate is being done, as opposed to somebody like me, to where eventually I can catch on. But because I'm always asking why, and I have this belief that it's all about the money, belief is the tool. Well, I usually tend to pass a lot of acts of hate that I shouldn't be, but because I can't connect the dots as to why, I have to let it slide for a while. And sometimes I get to bring it up and sometimes I don't. Sometimes there's still acts of hate that I'm still not sure as to why, as to exposing the why that act of hate was committed. But you go to somebody like Dollarmore and Paige, that married couple, and I'm so glad that they're a happy couple that broke free from those beliefs of hate. You know, you go to them and, dude, they can break it down like it's nothing. You know, they're good at it. You know, Brian Tyler Cohen, more of the political, legislative talk. But still, eventually you get the gist of it. Somebody like me who's only got a GED as the only proof of a valid certified education, I have to, I have to let it slowly sink in. I can't just jump on the subject, and I can't say you rug me in, or anything like that, because, so I have to take them for face value. Okay. So I'm already past 20 minutes and I'm going to stop right now. Again, this is just to commemorate everybody out there. You're doing fine, no differently than me. Ignoring those acts of hate, calling out those acts of hate, bringing up the subject that, no, this happened and that happened and there's a reason for this and I guess we're all going to hell. No. What that was an act of hate. And that guy was a dick. And he is nothing like any of us. And we are not going to follow this we're all going to hell bullcrap, because we can see it's just feeding into our anger, which feeds the hate. F you guys and your rhetoric and your preachings and your propaganda. F you. F all of you. That's the commemoration that I'm talking about between you and I and everybody else that we know that doesn't fall for this crap. Okay? That's the commemoration, man. I love you all. I'm very, very, very happy to keep posting my voice out there. And I'm very, very proud to still hang on to my 16 followers. And I'm very proud. And I'm very happy for all of you. Okay? You got a voice, use it. You got a podcast or just a title of a show like mine on YouTube, share it with me. I'll spread the word. If not, I'm already doing that. For all I know, the people that I'm calling out already are following me, the ones that are following. But if there's anybody else, by all means, let me know. Let me know. Put something in the comments, man. Let me know, and we'll let's work this out. We'll get past this. We'll get through this together. But yeah, this setback is just another long way to go. So let's keep voicing our opinions. Okay? Let's keep using the power of the voice. We'll catch you later. This is Chris with Chris's Comments, signing out. Keep on keeping on.